let's talk the Arizona Cardinals. Early, it's 4 games in, but it looks like the Arizona Cardinals are going to be the team that has a great shot of ending up with that first overall pick. They're winless so far. They've already inserted Josh Rosen into the starting lineup. They don't have a whole lot of weapons. The offensive line's not great. Defense is in transition. It doesn't look like there's going to be a whole lot of wins coming the Arizona Cardinals' way. Sure, they could win a game or two. They play the San Francisco 49ers twice, and the 49ers, without Jimmy Garoppolo, are not a very good team also. But what I want to do here today is I want to look at what are the options. If the Cardinals get that number 1 pick, who are they going to go with? And depending on who declares, they have 2, maybe 3 legit options that they could go with this first overall pick. Let's look at option 1, Nick Bosa, my number 1 player in this class so far. Nick Bosa basically plays like his older brother Joey. Okay? He's about the same height, 6'4", 6'5". He's got good strength. He's got good speed off the edge. He can beat you with speed around the corner. He can win with power. Uses his hands well. He's ready to come in and be an NFL starter and play at a high level. We saw his older brother Joey come in, contribute right away. Already one of the best pass rushers in the league. And I definitely think that Nick can be just that same type of level player. I know comparing him to his older brother is maybe a lazy comparison, but when the shoe fits, it definitely fits. How does he fit with the Cardinals? They run that 4-3 defense, the same type of defense that the Carolina Panthers run. Perfect fit for him. He's used to having his hand in the ground, rushing off the edge, and being that type of guy. They've got Chandler Jones already. They've got Marcus Golden already. So they've already got good defensive ends. You would think Nick Bosa would slide in there opposite of Chandler Jones, giving the Arizona Cardinals 2 good high-level defensive ends, and then putting Marcus Golden as that third guy. And if you have 3 good pass rushers, you're sitting pretty good. Option number 2 is Ed Oliver. Ed Oliver's a junior. He came in to Houston as a true freshman and dominated right away. I mean, he was up there in some Heisman talk as a true freshman defensive tackle. That's remarkable. At 6'1", 6'2", he gets a lot of Aaron Donald comparisons and Geno Atkins comparisons, and they're not far off. He's explosive. He's physical. He's powerful. He just abuses interior offensive linemen. He's done it in the American, but he's also done it when they've played teams like Oklahoma and Arizona, and anytime they've played a Power 5 team, he's shown up. Now, he's only a junior, but he's already declared. Before the season started, he's like, I'm declaring after my junior year, and all the power to him. He's shown that he's ready to make the NFL leap, and I definitely, he's tied. He's my number 2 prospect in this class. But to be honest, I think you could flip a coin and between him and Nick Bosa, and I don't think you're going to dislike the results either way. How does he fit with the Arizona Cardinals? Well, like I said, they're running that 4-3 defense. They need an interior disruptor. They don't really have much for defensive tackles for the Cardinals. Robert Nkemdiche has never lived up to the hype. The rest of the guys are just kind of space eaters. They could really use that penetrating guy. Imagine, if he can provide, that penetrating guy. Look at Carolina the past couple years. Kawan Short, KK Short. When they made their Super Bowl run, his ability to rush the passer from the inside was a big reason they had so much success. Ed Oliver is a souped-up version of Kawan Short. Like I said, I don't think the comparisons to Aaron Donald and Geno Atkins are far off, and those are your 2 best defensive tackles in the NFL. Maybe you put Sue in that category too. So he fits exactly with what they want to do. They need that guy. They don't have anyone. And you might say, he might be the option over Nick Bosa because, you could say, oh, they already have Chandler Jones. They have Marcus Golden. Do they really need a third one when the defensive tackle position is so weak? I'm sure that's a question that'd go through their heads. Option number 3, and I think it's kind of a tier back from those two, is Alabama offensive tackle, left tackle, Jonah Williams. Williams is my third-rated prospect. I had him my number 1 prospect there for a little bit. 6'5", 300 pounds. This guy moves effortlessly. Whether it's taking deep drops, he can get depth in his kick step. He can short set and attack you, and get a lot of and get up on you and shut you down. He's got strong hands. He's able to slide laterally. He can mirror the defender. Okay? We saw him against Clemson, facing off against Clellan Ferrell, another guy I have as a top 10 rated prospect in the college football playoff, and Jonah Williams shut him down. Clellan Ferrell was practically non-existent in that game. The big concern about him is he doesn't have the greatest of length. His arms, when he does declare, he's only a junior also, and his arm measurables come out, they're going to be on the shorter side. They're probably going to be right at 33 inches, which is kind of that threshold. But I think, and that could make him have to move inside to guard, but I think he could be a Zach Martin type guard. But I also think in this day of the NFL where offensive linemen is at a shortage and offensive tackles are at a major shortage, I think he could be a top 10 offensive tackle in this league right away. Okay? Arizona needs help. DJ Humphries kind of been a bust of a first-round pick. Okay? They need help at tackle. And if you just invested a lot of money in Josh Rosen as a first-round pick in your future franchise quarterback for the next 10 to 15 years that they want it to be, they need to protect him. He's not Cam Newton out there. He's not Russell Wilson. He's going to stay in the pocket. And you need to not, he's got concussion issues. So while Nick Bosa and Ed Oliver seem like very logical moves because you're adding the best players in the draft, we shouldn't be just ignoring Jonah Williams. Okay? What would I do? I'd probably, if I had to guess what they'd do or what I'd probably do, I'd really consider taking Ed Oliver. But honestly, I don't think they could go wrong with any of these picks. Make sure you follow at NFL Draft Geek and at draft_Brian on Twitter. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And most importantly, make sure you're hitting up NFLDraftGeek.com on a daily basis for all your draft needs. We are 365 days a year, content updated on a daily basis.